Preparations remain in high gear, with stakes remaining equally high. It follows as Uganda gears to host the Non-Aligned Movement and G77 Plus summits. NAM is an acronym.
The Non-Aligned Movement is a very old organization which was started in 1956 at the conference in Badang by 5 leading leaders of the third world. That was President Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Joseph Tito of Yugoslavia, Prime Minister Jawahar Nehru of India, Sukarno of Indonesia, and Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt. The idea was that at that time, the world was divided into 2 blocks. The Western bloc, led by the United States, it was liberal democratic capitalism. And the Eastern bloc, which was socialist, led by the Soviet Union at the time. These leaders felt that when you have 2 elephants fighting, it is the grass that suffers. That in the competition between the big powers, poor countries should avoid getting drawn into taking sides.
A similar explanation is given towards understanding the G77 Plus.
The G77 was created as a forum of poor countries, the poorest 77 countries, to share economic ideas on how they can cooperate among themselves. Remember, it was called the South-South Cooperation, how they can cooperate to enhance their own economic development. So one was, how do we organize ourselves to avoid entanglements in global power politics? This was created, how do we cooperate to promote trade and investment within ourselves so that we can also grow and catch up with the rich world.
These are the summits that Uganda will host in mid-January 2024.
How you exploit the conference to create business opportunities for your private sector and for your tourism industry is another thing. To be honest with you, I think that Uganda will lose a very big opportunity. I'm in this hotel. I don't see anything that I can look through, whether on television or a coffee table book, that makes me sit and go through and say, well, when I come back, I must go visit gorillas. When I come back, I must go and visit this resort or this great lake or this river or this escarpment or this waterfalls or this. That is where my disappointment is. That we have these great conferences. They're going to bring a lot of attention to Uganda, but we haven't done much to retain or to capture the attention of conference visitors to become visitors for other things that we have to sell.
Mwenda is impressed with the level of Uganda's preparedness, especially on social amenities.
Uganda has built an amazing conference facility. You'll be able to film it next week when it's finished. It has a 3,800-seater auditorium. It has 16 breakout rooms, and these breakout rooms are connected to another 16 breakout rooms of the old Munyonyo, Speak Munyonyo Resort.
He is, however, not welcoming to the way the road infrastructure has been handled, especially in Kampala.
I hope this teaches us, and it won't, that we need to invest in building and beautifying our city so that whenever visitors come, the first impression they get on their eye is that this country is moving forward. You know, I had my grandson, Cedric Babu, you know him in Dilemma, has a son, he's just 17 years, called Amani. He studies in the United States. I sat with him for 20 minutes. The boy articulated his disappointment about Kampala as he has grown in it, looked at it. He's a 17-year-old kid. I just felt so embarrassed.
As for the expectation from the conferences, Mwenda wants both NAM and G77 to take a position on Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Palestine conflicts.
Ukraine is in the situation it is because it did not seek non-alignment. It sought to enter NATO, to become part and parcel of, one can understand the historical reasons why they should feel threatened by Russia. But the strategy they took, you can see where it has led them. So I would want to see NAM developed a position to say, we as non-aligned countries, we want Ukraine to be non-aligned, to join our group. It will not be a member of NATO, maybe it will not be a member of the EU.
The 19th summit of the non-aligned movement will be held in Kampala from 15th to 20th January 2024. 100 member states, 18 observer countries, and 10 observer organizations are expected to attend the conference, themed on deepening cooperation for shared global affluence. Henry Okrut, UBC.